We're here at Soccer Central, which means the travel guys are in Newcastle, England, next.
It's game on, my friend.
That actually hurt.
Sorry.
Hi, I'm Jim Gordon.
And I'm Darren Parkman.
And we are the travel guys.
Well, my friend, here we are back in the UK in a great old town, or Tyne, as they say here, known as Newcastle upon Tyne.
Coming up, we'll find ourselves in the middle of a daring knife dance.
Sounds very scary.
No, it's lots of fun, actually.
We'll punt around the old pigskin at St. James Park, which is the home of Newcastle United.
See, that's called power. That's called a power kick. Come on, is that all you got? Come on.
Don't you mean kick the soccer ball?
Isn't that what I said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we'll do a little research into the art of beer drinking.
Also known as a messy pub crawl. Is there going to be any actual crawling on this pub crawl? Because I don't want to get my knees sore.
There's been none yet.
All that and a lot more coming up, so stick around.
Buddy, we're walking around downtown Newcastle, seeing some sights. What is that statue behind us?
Well, I've done a little research. Thanks for asking, by the
Wow,
way.
you've done some research. Very nice.
You've heard of Earl Grey tea?
Yes.
That is the man himself. That's Earl Grey behind us there. Apparently a very prominent figure here in Newcastle. He was actually Prime Minister one time as well.
And he made that tea, though, right?
He made the tea, Earl Grey tea. It's
Yes.
named after him.
I know that.
Let me write it down for you.
Would you please?
Yeah, okay. Like most European cities, there is a ton of history in Newcastle and some gorgeous architecture.
That's right, pal. Case in point, the cathedral church behind us, built in, get this, the early 1300s.
Wow, that is several decades ago.
Your math just continues to amaze me.
I meant many centuries
That's
ago.
better.
Let's go inside and check it out. Well, this is probably the coolest piece of history, in my opinion, in all of the city. It's the actual castle that the city of Newcastle is named for.
That's right. William the Conqueror's son came here. He looked at the old castle and said, I can't have that. I'll build you a new castle.
Now, is there a city of Oldcastle near here?
We don't want to go near there.
Okay.
Parker and I are now at St. James Park, home to the world-famous Newcastle United Football Club.
And I know this is a huge thrill for you in particular, because you're a big fan. You follow the games.
I'm a very big fan, yes.
Probably you didn't realize, though, that in high school I was actually a champion soccer ball hitter back in my day.
Soccer ball hitter.
That's right, yeah. Actually, I was offered a scholarship, but I had some self-esteem issues at the time.
Clearly you've gotten over that.
I worked through it, I have, yeah. But I thought I'd show you what I can do here today. I thought we'd punt the old pigskin around and see if we can...
Or we could kick the soccer ball back and forth.
That's what I just said. Were you listening?
Yeah.
All right, I'll show you how it's
Okay,
done.
all right.
Come on, Nancy boy, let's give us a kick here. Come on.
You know, the only guy I've seen wearing dress shoes in a soccer game.
Actually, these are soccer dress shoes. They've got cleats on the bottom of them. Come on, man. Is that all you got? Come on, give me a rocket here.
Oh.
I'm okay. I'm all right.
You know, the pub culture is alive and well here in Newcastle, and Darren Parkman and I would be cheating ourselves and you, the viewers, if we didn't get involved in that.
Thank you, James Gordon. Yes, there'll be some beer drinking, maybe some staggering, maybe some idiotic comments, and maybe even some glassy-eyed looks. It's all part of what we like to call, check down there on the screen, this makes it official. Yes, it's Jim and Darren's official Newcastle pub crawl. Let's get drinking.
Well, we kick off our pub crawl here at the famous Strawberry Pub. And what do you like about the pub crawls?
I guess my favorite thing about Jim and Darren's pub crawl is, you know, the fact that it's a way to justify our pointless drinking.
Yes, always.
fella. Are you old enough to drink down there?
I really am. Hey, now, what are you doing here? I thought we had a little agreement about you not doing any gambling while we're on this trip.
No. I don't expect to win. It's just I just like the flashing lights.
I've seen you put about 18 pounds in.
But look how it's worth it. Look at how pretty that is. It makes music too.
Okay.
I want one of these.
As long as you're not gambling.
No. Well, I got two questions for you. Number one, where are we? And number two, whose round is it?
Well, we're at Fluid Sports Bar.
Yeah.
And since I bought the last 7 rounds...
It's your round then?
It's my round, yeah.
I'll get this one.
Okay, all right, okay.
I got a 20-pound note here. Why do they call it the pound, by the way? That's so weird. Why don't they call it the dollar? I don't get that.
It's based on the pound sterling.
No, that's not why. Seriously, why do they call it the pound? You're gonna have to give me a better answer than that.
There was a famous cartoon character in the 1920s named Poundy Pound. It was a cartoon sheep, and they named it after that.
It's named after a cartoon sheep.
Yeah. That's
now that I can buy into.
Okay.
All right, cheers. Well, this is my 9th pint, so I think you know what I'm going to ask you here. Do you happen to...
Right over there, down the stairs.
Thank you. Well, we wrap up our Newcastle pub crawl at a place whose name I can't pronounce.
It's called the Broad Char.
What he said, yes.
Hey. Well, we've wrapped up another pub crawl. What did we learn from this pub crawl?
Well, I personally have learned that sometimes I slur when I'm drinking and I don't realize I'm doing it. And I learned that I really enjoy beer, and lots of it.
So some shocking answers from you then. Okay. Well, cheers. Another good pub crawl. And Newcastle, they got great pubs.
What do we got on the plate tomorrow?
Nothing tomorrow.
Why don't we take a little train trip down to London and check out what's happening down there? I hear it's a happening kind of scene. There's the Birds on Carnaby Street. There's Piccadilly Circus, baby.
Yeah, exactly. That's like 80 years ago, that kind of talk, all right?
I never said I was current.
No, all right. Let's go to London.
England swings like a pendulum do. Bobbies on bicycles 2x2. One of the most famous theater districts in the world has to be the West End, and looking around, I gotta say, this really is London's version of Broadway, isn't it? Very busy around here.
Yeah, a lot of theaters too. We're going to head into one particular theater in a moment. It's the Prince of Wales Theater to see a production of Mamma Mia. But before we do that, we're going to get some special backstage access.
Get ready for lots of ABBA songs. Let's go. One of the most fascinating spots in the whole city has to be the Tower of London, which is where we are now. This is where they kept the prisoners behind this ancient fortress. Well, you know, we were walking down the street, and what should we see but the British Museum behind us here. Can I suggest a whirlwind tour? Let's go inside and check it out.
Quickly. Yes.
All right. Up here you have a very, very colorful costume.
This is a uniform, not a costume.
I'm sorry. We're now on one of the busiest areas of the city. It's Piccadilly Circus, and I gotta say, it's shades of Tokyo because there's throngs of people and giant video screens. It is very busy here.
Yeah, and you also get that weird kind of blend of old architecture right next to those giant video screens, which looks very strange.
It's a little surreal.
Yeah. Well, Parkman and I are doing a little nightlife tonight in London. We find ourselves in the Hickey. That's a great little place, probably one of the hottest bar clubs in all of Europe.
One of the more notable landmarks on the London landscape has to be the London Eye, which is pretty much a giant Ferris wheel right here on the banks of the River Thames. It's a little expensive to take the ride, but it's well worth it. It's unbelievable. You know, another thing I love about London is they've got the biggest honking slot machines in the world. Look at the size of this baby.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. What does it say? Devil of a deal. You can't lose.
No, you can't lose. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, I've lost a little bit, but let me just...
Before you put that money in there, how much have you lost, actually?
What is this slot broken here? We're up close to the palace now. We're waiting for the royal family to come out on the balcony, and I'm already practicing my wave.
You really are, right?
Yeah.
This is going to be exciting because it's the Queen's birthday today, but the extended family will be on the balcony, and we haven't seen that in a long time.
Charles, Camilla, Prince Harry.
Yeah, the whole gang, they're all there.
William.
Yep, they'll all be there.
Should be good. I think the Queen just noticed me. Yes. Yeah. I don't think I've ever been this close to a royal family before.
No.
That London is a happening kind of town, and that was a whirlwind 2.5-minute visit. Wow, I'm exhausted.
Worth the train trip, though.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Parker and I are here with the owner of the Broad Chare, Terry Laybourne.
Now, Terry, it's standing room only here at the Broad Chare here. This is a big crowd. It's a weeknight. We're in the pub, but tell us a little bit about the cuisine you offer here at the Broad Chare. We've had some great food here in Newcastle.
Well, I think it's proudly British. It's very, very straightforward, but we work with very good product and apply some pretty good technique, I think.
It all sounds great. Now, the only British dishes we know in Canada are bangers and mash and spotted dick. Now, are either of those on the menu?
They're not currently. They're not.
That's probably a good thing.
Now, Terry, tell us something. Give us a couple must-sees when you're in Newcastle.
We've got a series of magnificent bridges on the waterfront.
Yeah.
We saw those.
So I think the waterfront's pretty much the heart of the city these days.
And when you're done all that, head back for a nightcap at
The
Broad
Broad
Chare.
Well, for the first time in our trip, we're actually drinking wine, not beer. We're here at the Broad Chare enjoying some fantastic food. What are you having there?
These are all traditional, I think, British dishes. I'm having the very tasty, crispy pig's ear.
And?
This is the lobe right here. Delicious.
Very nice, very nice.
I've got pork pie here. What do you got?
I'm having a Scotch egg. Very, very big here in Newcastle. Right. Well, now it's time for a little thing we like to call Jim and Darren Meet the People.
Or as it's also known, approaching total strangers that would normally ignore us. Let's go. What's the name of the accent you guys have here?
Geordie.
Geordie, okay.
Accent.
Is there any words that are unique to Geordie? How do you say town? Say town.
Tune.
No, not tune. I don't want to hear a tune. Say the word town. Come on.
What would I say? Give me a Geordie word that I can say like hello to somebody. What would I say?
Don't know. Hawaii, maybe.
Say what, sorry?
And how do you say I don't know?
I divina.
I'm sorry, say again.
I divina.
I divina.
What would I say if I want to order, like back home in Canada, it was, hey, give me a beer. What would you say here?
I'll read.
You say what?
I'll read.
It's like being in China. It's a totally different language.
What do you love about Newcastle?
Everything, really. It's a great city. They're great nightlife.
The nightlife.
Nightlife. Everyone says nightlife.
And the football club, the football club.
Football nightlife in Newcastle.
It's a really great place to go out. It's supposed to be the best in Europe.
Stick around for a second here. Now, you know, I've been known to hit a few pubs myself.
Okay.
I'm a good dancer, actually.
Are you?
A real good dancer.
Yeah.
Take a look. Yeah! Come on, party!
The people are lovely. The people are so friendly. You'll feel right at home straight away. Do you feel at home?
I've been drinking a lot since I got here, so I do feel at home.
And if you look around, it's very historical.
It is. Well, let me look. By God, it is very historical.
Well, it's 5 o'clock p.m. here in downtown Newcastle, and normally it's a bustling city. It's very busy, but today the streets are deserted.
The streets are deserted because everybody's in a pub watching the Euro Cup, which we're going to do right now.
Let's get ourselves in a pub.
Yes.
How about this one?
Works for me.
Buddy, I gotta tell you, these Brits really love their soccer.
That's right, actually. They call it football here.
It is called football here. I stand corrected. We've got our official England jerseys on here, trying to fit in. And gotta say, we're here at the Newcastle Arms pub. It's packed. We're watching a Euro Cup game. This for you is, you're a massive fan. This is a thrill for you.
I'm a big England fan, so this is like Christmas and my birthday all wrapped into one. To be watching it in London or Newcastle, wherever, man.
And the beer is the icing on the cake, my friend.
Right. Cheers.
Cheers. My only fear, will there be a riot here if they lose this game, England?
No. That only happens in Canadian cities during the Stanley Cup.
That's true. Cheers. Hey, my friend, I am digging the Newcastle pub vibe.
It's got that vibe thing again. Yeah, no, I'm actually, for once, I'm going to say I'm digging it too.
You know what, though? Where else in the world would you go into a pub and actually get a free floor show included with the price of your pint?
Yes, and they have knives.
Knives?
Ladies and gentlemen, a big surprise because you never knew this was going to happen. I'm going to present to you 5 fine dancing ladies all the way from Newcastle upon Tyne. Anyone to give any loose change, I'm going to go get my bobble hat, and if you fancy putting a bit of loose change in for the dancing ladies, that would be absolutely lovely.
Dance for money? I could dance for money.
Thanks. He's putting himself through college. We've run out of beer money, too. More money, please.
I think I got the hang of it.
We're never allowed to come back here.
You're gonna get a lot of euros for this.
Wow.
Applause. Thank you. Well, we've had a great ale-fueled time here in old Newcastle on Tyne. Actually, no, it's Newcastle upon Tyne.
That's right, get that right. Yes, of course, yes. But before we leave, as we always do, let's check out Jim and Darren's top 5 coolest things about Newcastle.
That was well worded.
Thank you. Number 5.
It's got to be punting around the old pigskin here at St. James Park, home of Newcastle United.
Or as the rest of the planet would call it, kicking a soccer ball.
You don't get the sporting terms.
No, I really don't.
Oh, that's right. Number 4.
Surviving Jim and Darren's Newcastle pub crawl.
What do you like about the pub crawls?
I I guess my favorite thing about Jim and Darren's pub crawl is, you know, the fact that it's a way to justify our pointless drinking.
Yes, always.
Are we going to remember this pub crawl tomorrow?
No.
No? So we can do anything we want then?
Absolutely, yes.
Cheers to that.
I know, exactly.
Yes. Number 3.
Visiting the castle the city is named after.
Because it's in Newcastle, and we're in the city of Newcastle.
Yeah, I got
Newcastle, get it?
Yeah, I got it.
It's not registering at all with you, is
really,
it?
no, it
No.
isn't. No, I got it.
Newcastle and Newcastle.
Yeah, no, it's all there.
Number 2, checking out the rappers, traditional Newcastle knife dancers that are almost as gifted as myself with the dance.
Great rivals.
I think I got the hang of it.
Almost.
Yes.
Well, you're very kind.
Thank you.
Watch.
And the number 1 coolest thing about Newcastle.
It's living a soccer fan's dream, being in England, watching England's team play in the Euro Cup.
You left out one thing.
What's that?
Being in England, watching England's team play in the Euro Cup, enjoying an English beer.
Ah, yes.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. We'll see you next time on The Travel Guys. While in Newcastle, the Travel Guys stayed at the Sandman Signature Hotel. The Sandman Signature Hotel is located in the heart of downtown, across from legendary St. James Park. Airline transportation for the Travel Guys provided by Virgin Atlantic, the only way to fly to Europe and the UK.
While waiting for your next flight, check out the comfort and luxury of Plaza Premium Lounge.
Travel Pro luggage for the Travel Guys provided by Holiday Group. Jeans provided by Mavi Jeans.
You know, the pub culture is alive and well here in Newcastle, and Darren Parkman and myself would be cheating. And Darren Parkman would. Darren Parkman and myself, we'd be cheating ourselves. I did it again. Coming up, we'll find ourselves in the middle of a daring Newcastle dance. Sorry, the guy's gonna.